Good morning. Yeah, just me again, the wild hippie. Going back over to secret camp spot, so I didn't get everything finished yesterday. The wife didn't kill me, as you can see. Didn't even get told off. So, so I'm out for a little one this morning. Gonna combine this mini adventure with what the wife plans to do this afternoon. So this afternoon we're jumping on a motorbike and we're going to go out and take some more readings in the surrounding villages, like RF readings, sorry, with our little acousticom too. Our little readings from, we're going to go to Bedlington, I think, and we're going to go to Guide Post, and I think we're just going to have a bit of a ride around. So yeah, that'll be nice. Hopefully this glorious weather will hold. Yeah, this is a bit I walked through yesterday. The stinging that was almost over waist height. Decided to go with a lightweight pair of jeans today. I learnt my lessons yesterday. My legs are still tingling a little bit from all the stinging nettles. But yeah, can't think of anything else right now. So I'll probably talk to you at camp in a bit. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, check my YouTube this morning. I'm now up to 27 subscribers, so welcome all. Hope you like it. Leave me a comment and all the rest of it. Thank you so much for subscribing, helping me grow my channel. Yeah, cheers. Well, I'm here. So not surprisingly, everything is exactly as I left it. Thankfully the pile of firewood isn't damp by some miracle. I thought it would be absolutely sopping, but that's good. I will put a tarp over that in a little while, and I'll probably go on a quest for more small kindling type stuff, because most of that is pretty big and will be very slow to burn. But yeah, I'm so glad I got that dead what's the name, birch tree up there. But yeah, I think now I'm gonna pull out one of my chairs and I'm gonna sit and chill. I'm gonna have my breakfast. Yeah, I think it's breakfast time. I've only brought a couple of cheese and last night's gravy sandwiches. Nothing exciting, so I won't even bother showing you that, but I'm going to sit and on one of them and then work out what I'm going to do next. See you in a while. Alright, covered the firewood. That should keep it dry. Not that I think it's going to rain, but anyway, you never know. If I don't do it, it will. Yeah, got a pot of water on for a nice cuppa. Yeah, so pretty here. I'll fill the filter up again before I go, so I've got plenty of water for Monday. I need a bigger camo tarp really, because it's just not cutting it. I mean, it'll take you, yeah, hopefully disguise it enough if anyone comes down here. I doubt it though. It's my throne. Just a fantastic little spot. Yeah. That didn't take long at all. That's hot enough. Right, see you in a minute. I don't know what you can hear in the background. It's gone quiet again now, but the farmers are back. I want to leave soon. I want to get out of here without being seen, so I don't compromise the camp. Should be good. I end up having to put the fire out double quick, just in case they could see the smoke or smell it. I'm going to shut up now in case I'm in earshot. So I'll let you know how I get on. Well, he's not up here. So he's obviously in the field on the other side of the ravine. Yeah, that's cool. Blinking pheasants. Ain't the little bastards. Yeah. Better stop filming now, otherwise it might give away where the camp is. Yeah. Yeah, so whoops. Gonna head home now. Get the missus ready. Head out on the motorbike for a while. And then we'll be tagged on the end of onto the next part of this video. Yeah, so it's a beautiful day. Far too warm for the time of year. It's late September, and all the leaves are still in full foliage, which is good. Everything's going crazy, but we all know why that is, don't we? Come on. It's good old geoengineering, mucking everything up. I'm not complaining when it's like this, but you know, it is a bit concerning. I think the last time we had a proper Indian summer like this, we ended up with a really brutal winter, which I'm dreading. So I need to be able to get to and from college. Yeah. Yeah. I think I found myself a cheap 125 to CC motorbike to use through the winter months. It's only Chinese, but it'll do. You know, if I crash it or it breaks, it doesn't really matter. And also, you know, if I do that, I can spend the summer fixing it up for next winter. I'm getting it for virtually pennies. So yeah, really happy with that. So yeah, I can take the silver wing off the road for the winter. Gonna get a gazebo put over the top of it with walls and everything, so as it's out of the elements. Also somewhere reasonably cosy for me to sit and do the odd jobs that need doing on it, like replacing the seal on one of the exhausts, and then treating all the rust. There's not a lot of rust, but you know, for a bike of its age, you know, 36 years old, it's got a little bit of surface rust here and there, which just doesn't look very pretty. So I'm going to fix all that up, and I might send a couple of panels off to be resprayed. I haven't decided yet, depends how much that will cost. Because what I'd love to do is restore that bike to as close to showroom as possible. Yeah, it is a beautiful bike. Yeah, so right, I'm gonna leave it here for the minute, and come back to you later on with the missus when we're either heading out or we are out adventuring, getting some RF readings. So see you in a little while, guys. That's really sad. This old farmhouse abandoned. Someone's already put out one of the windows upstairs. Why do it, people? Yeah, beautiful old derelict farmhouse, which I think could be turned into a bothy. Yeah, it's not really out in the sticks enough, but maybe, yeah, certainly turn it in there somewhere for people to go and spend the night. I'd love to find out who owns this place. I think I've said it on previous videos. I've got a video looking around inside here somewhere on my channel. It's a beautiful old house. It's just so sad that it's just left derelict. It's got a very big barn attached to it, which you can turn into a massive workshop. Yeah, see, the front door's kicked open. I'm surprised that all the rest of the windows are still in. But yeah, I'd love to find out who owns this and see about, you know, getting permission to stay here. Maybe you know, rent it or something. Don't know. The only way in or out is that Ford, so you know, not sure about the motorbike on over that. But yeah, absolutely love it around here. Right, let's jump this gate. There we go. So yeah, right, enough waffle. I'm gonna get home. Talk to you in a little while. Yeah, that's like stupidly high. It's peaking at 3. That's doing untold damage to you. Your Wi-Fi router will be peaking at 6, and that's in your front rooms. Get it wired, get it connected. I think people should campaign to get all of these things removed. I know that that's not going to happen because people rely so heavily on their mobile phones these days and the mobile data. Yeah. Yeah. There we are at beautiful Church Point in New Biggin. Tide's coming in, kids are playing. Really beautiful spot. You know, on there. You know, if you're lucky, you can see dolphins from here. Apparently they swim past every day. Not seen them in a good while. But unfortunately, coming off of that cell tower I went to earlier, the readings are sitting like that. So exactly the same as what it was when we were over there. Maybe slightly lower, but you know, it's just, you know, these people don't realise that, you know, this is barbecuing them. You know, in 10 years' time, everyone's going to have cancer because of this. It's such a shame because, as you can see, it's such a beautiful spot. And yeah, it was one of our favourite places, and it's the first time we brought the meter down, and I'm glad we did, but I kind of wish we didn't at the same time. Yeah, I think we're gonna get back on the bike in a minute and go somewhere else. Chat you in a bit.
Hi all, this is Claire, Greg the Wild Hippie's wife. Basically at a well-known college in Ashington, brought my meter out just to see what the radiation levels are around here, because if you can see up here, there's a mast up there with several different masts up there. There's another one, and this is a place where school leavers come to further themselves. So I've got brought the meter here, and you can see that it's kicking out quite high levels of radiation, which is quite horrendous. And if you look around here, a lot of people live around here and they're being exposed to this radiation, and it's not healthy, you know, and there's a lot of deprivation and poor families who live around here. So I'm going to go somewhere else and take more readings, and I'll see you soon. Hi, Greg the Wild Hippie's wife here. If you can see up there, there's a telephone mast, and there's a housing estate in Ashington right opposite the telephone mast over there near Aldi's. These are readings. And as you can see, this is not a very healthy place to live, especially when you've got kids and there's elderly and what have you. Very high levels of radiation come from that telephone mast there. Now I'm going to go into the car park, into near where that is, where Aldi's and KFC is. And lots of families actually go there and they have meals and what have you. Lots of families shop there. And this is not good, like. Okay, signing off. Hi all, it's Claire here, Greg the Wild Hippie's wife. I've just brought the RF radiation meter with me. And as you've seen before in the other clip, I was in that estate over here. Across the road from this here. There's a mast just over there behind the trees, hidden. And as you can see, we've got a well-known restaurant over there. And we've got Aldi's over here. And lots of children and families come here to do the shopping. And that mobile phone mast is kicking out very toxic radio frequency radiation. Look at this. And that is bombarding every cell of your body with radiation. It's very unhealthy. That's in Ashington. Hi guys, I did a video I didn't record, but I'm going to do another one. Hubby's on the bike over there. But anyway, came to the guy post, and on the way to Guy Post you've got this big telecommunications mast, okay? It's probably pumping out 4G, it's definitely 5G ready. And normally what happens is when you have a telephone mast, you usually got a big wire fence around it to prevent anybody going near it because it's extremely toxic. So I'll turn the phone around. You see there, you've got a lot of high-tech kit here, and people and the families and the dog and children walk past here every day. Now look where it's next to, a bus stop. Now this is murder, folks. This is murder in the first degree, right? Your councils are doing this to you without your say-so and permission, and it's right next to a housing estate over the road. There's a lot of poverty-stricken families here. It's a big family-orientated place, Guy Post. There's also a special school in here which my daughter goes to, and she's being radiated. Every time she comes in a Guy Post, she's being irradiated. So I've got my meter. I'm going to turn it on, and I'm going to show you the readings. It's really high. It's reading 1,000 times higher than our bodies kick out. It's highly toxic. I'll just go back a bit. Now it's peaking. Look at that. It's peaking at 3. That's 3,000 times higher than your bodies kick out. Why the fuck is this allowed to be put on our streets and our paths? It should be in a cage. Anyway, it shouldn't even be here. Sorry for swearing. Absolutely murder. So that's in Guy Post. As you're coming into Guy Post, the meter doesn't read, folks. This is really scary. That's coming off that ugly, evil mast. And you reckon, you think, you wonder why the birds are dying and the bees. Well, this is why. Now, which is only about 10-minute walk from here, and we're going to take readings outside the other one. There's another one of these like next to the co-op, opposite the social club, and there's also one behind the social club in Guy Post. Over and out. Hi guys, this is video 2 in Guy Post, a place where I lived for I think about 7 years. Now, the last video I showed you a substation tower thing next to a bus station near an estate, and the readings were ridiculous. Okay, now just basically came across past this local just in the corner from the other one, and guess what? There's another one right next to the library, right next to the square, and Guy Post, right next to the chip shop, which is here. Okay, and I'll just show you There's another one. And you can see all of the kit. It's the substation stuff. People walking past this every day. It's really toxic. If you don't believe us, I've got this thing here. I'll show you. Guys, and this is coming from that mast. This is Guy Post. To be honest, the most toxic town in Northumberland as far as I'm concerned. So the other mast was doing this as well, but this one's going up to 3. The other one was peaking at 3. This is killing people. It's making people really, really, really poorly. Before anybody comments, please read what we've put underneath the literature in the section under the video. So why are we allowing this to happen? Anyway, I'm going to go around the corner now. We're opposite the co-op. I don't think you can see it, but over here, over yonder, there's another cell tower right next to the allotment. So we're going to go to that and take more readings, and we're also going to go towards the school and see how high this radiation is next to the special school and guidepost where vulnerable children go. Like I say, a guidepost, a very deprived area, lots of poverty-stricken families here, and this is it.
So yeah, the wind's getting a bit crazy again, but yeah, there's that mobile tower in guidepost, a better view of it. It's yeah, absolutely crazy. I mean, yeah, why do they need so many in such a small little village? It's crazy. Yeah, recently read something that was quite amusing. Is there's none of this 5G ready technology, or and yeah, any of that, yeah, in Westminster. And when asked about that, their feeble excuse was they didn't know who owned the lampposts. I mean, come on, what kind of ridiculous excuse is that?
It's absolutely horrendous, and this is basically a population control.
Yep.
And we've noticed in a lot of deprived areas there's more cell towers, and there's 3 guideposts.
Yeah, it's a little bit lower at this spot. But yeah, turn back round. Behind them trees is the it's obviously being blocked by the trees, so it's a little bit lower here. But yeah, anyway, let's go round to the school.
Hi all, just walked around the corner a little bit and I've brought the meter, and you can see just behind the social club and just right next to the allotment where many people come to unwind, there's a cell tower, another one. That's 3 we've counted in guidepost right now. It's absolutely toxic, it's absolutely horrendous. The health implications is absolutely hideous, and they seem to be doing this on purpose in areas which are quite poor, poverty stricken, as well as lots of families. Guys, this is disgusting. Many people come here to shop and unwind, and there's houses up, you know, everywhere you go there's houses. Guys, you know, we can't go on like this, it's disgusting. Anyway, we're going to go towards the school, special school and guidepost, and I'm going to take readings to see how toxic that is as well. Hi guys, just outside my daughter's school. I'm not going to film the school, but around about here you've got a lot of elderly folks. In the videos here, you've got a lot of elderly folks around here. If you just look over there, there's a shop over there. Just beyond the shop, there's opposite the road, next to the social club, you've had that really nasty mast we showed you before. And you've got another 3 masts over there. Now, I said in my video that the kids will, you know, I said fried, probably shouldn't have said fried, but you know, being in this environment, this toxic environment, is not healthy, and I'm going to show you now the readings. This is right next to my daughter's school. I've been told by my husband, I'm repeating myself, so therefore you know where I am if you've watched the rest of this video. I'm on the street right next to the school here. I mean, it's not as high, it's gone down a lot, but still that's radiation, and that's enough to cause cancer and all kinds of problems. And it was peaking at 0.30 before. And that noise is from a cell tower, as you can hear. So it's not very healthy to be in. So yes, it's not as bad as it was before, but it's still bad enough. So that's Guidepost, folks. I think the next town we're going to head in, I'm not sure where that is, I think it's Bedlington. Because on top of a council building there was about 3 masts, so I just want to see what the radiation is like in Bedlington. And I'll speak to you soon. Hi guys, we're now at Bedlington here, a popular area for families as well. There's some deprived areas as well, and right next to a shop you've got a library over there, and on top of the library, I don't know if you can see that, there's several cell towers, mobile phone towers, okay, and that's right in the centre of town. Lots of families come, sorry I was speaking away from the mic, but yeah, this is a place where lots of families come to shop, to play, you know, people come here to work, what have you, and we just noticed something weird. We just come here into opposite the shop, there's a, I can't even remember the name of it, what's it called? Yes, it must be all the radiation, but anyway, it's a lamppost and they've got like certain little bits of kit attached to the side.
Looks like the top of it's been bodged on as well with that blue cable wrapped round it up near the top. Looks like a complete bodge up, but if you do look, the bottom bit of equipment on the right hand side of the lamppost has got a little black dot. That's a CCTV camera.
Yeah.
Big Brother's watching you, remember?
And there's also another one over there, looks like a camera over there.
No, that's not a camera. No, that's just one of the little boxes.
Okay.
Like what's on the back of that one.
Yeah, okay, well I've brought my RF meter to read radiation in the area from these cell towers and these lampposts, and it's absolutely disgusting. Now that's 1,000 times higher than your body kicks out. That is lethal. You can see over there, it's peaking at 3. You hear that noise? That's radiation. Everybody is exposed to this who lives here, who works here. Yeah, who shops here. So it's 1,000. It looks like something's coming from that, but it could be coming from that over there. Have you seen that? Let's see if you can see for the sun, but yeah, this is Bedlington, folks. So I think there's something going on here. In poorer areas, there seem to be like lots of cell towers. You get these outside of schools and all sorts of things, and it's disgusting. And this is penetrating people's bodies and causing them to be very sick. But anyway, I'm going to provide something under the link of this video and speak soon. Hi all, summary video, just finished that video off, isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to wrap that one up now. It was an interesting ride out, I suppose. I think interesting is probably a good word for it.
Yeah. Both feeling quite frazzled. I definitely feel there's interference in my brain, you know, being exposed to those high levels of radiation there. But yeah, I mean, in the video I've covered Ashington, Bedlington, Newbiggin.
Ashington.
On the last video we did.
On the last one.
That's to all put together.
Oh right, okay, yes. Sorry about that. Yeah, brain fried.
Yeah.
Yes, there was Ashington. There was a bit of Newbiggin.
Yeah, we're going to put that other video in it that you filmed at Newbiggin.
Yeah,
we're going to put that in as well because went to
find it.
Yeah, went to Ashington College as well. In with Ashington College. So yeah, and Guidepost. Guidepost was quite alarming, really. It was. It was quite scary because obviously I noticed there was a big telephone mast right next to the
5G masts. The ones that look like an upside down Q-tip, they're 5G masts.
Yeah.
And why the hell is there 2 of them in less than, say, 300 metres from each other? There's no need for that. All you're doing is barbecuing the local people.
Yeah, I mean, we stood right next to one stupidly,
Yeah.
just to take readings, and it was like 6 on our Acusticom. That's 6,000 times higher. The highest reading on our Acusticom went up to 6, and there's one next to a bus station, a bus stop, as you will see on the video, reading at 6. You know, there's so much power coming out of those things. There's so much radiation.
You said you could feel the heat coming from the boxes which were right next to it.
Yeah, it was in the sun. You could feel the breeze coming from the box, which is obviously trying to cool down. You've got the vents, and you could hear it across the road.
Those things are supposed to be behind 8-foot high fences, you know, locked away from the public because they're so dangerous. But yet, there they are on the side of the road, merrily sitting there pumping out their radiation.
Yeah, next to a housing estate. I mean, there's a lot of, like I say, a lot of the areas we've covered, there's a lot of deprivation there. You know, especially Ashington. There's a college where you've got school learners who are fresh out of school trying to learn, and the whole of that college is completely caked in Wi-Fi. You've got on top of the college, you've got at least 4 telephone masts. You'll see that if you watch the video fully. And you know, there's a deprived area just opposite the road. You know, there's also, as you've seen in the video, is another telephone mast. You know, as you're going into Ashington, near KFC and near Aldi, and very, very high readings there. Newbiggin as well, very high readings. Actually, the one in Newbiggin's not as high as the one in Ashington, or definitely the one in the Guidepost or Bedlington, but it's still high enough. But yeah, the one in Bedlington, I made an error there. It's not on top of the library, it's on top of some council buildings. I'm not sure what building it is, but it's right behind the library. There's several telephone masts on there. We were standing outside of Lidl's, and opposite Lidl's there's a telegraph pole, as you'd see in the video. You've got a few little square devices, and you've also got a video camera.
CCTV camera on that one.
Yeah, and again, that's around where there's deprived areas, you know.
It's just down the road from the cop shop.
Yeah, and it's absolutely disgraceful, like, and you know, we need to be aware of these dangers. We need to research them to death and realise, and then we need to petition, you know, and it really, these new things need to be taken down. In fact, the scientists have actually made technology where telephones can operate on a lower, less harmful frequency than this. But obviously there's no money in it.
Well, there will be money in it, but the fact is it's part of the reason why they're using the frequencies they are is the fact that it's a big cull. They are wanting to cull humanity, and the ones they left, they want even more dumbed down and enslaved than they are now.
Yeah, because what these frequencies do, like with the half said, it dumbs you down, makes you subservient, makes you slaves, you know, and all of us can play a part in this, because if each one of us gets educated in this, realises the dangers of these things, we'll then try and get rid of them. Because it's our desire and our love affair with this technology that's driving the companies to do what they're doing, because they're playing on our vulnerabilities by putting these telephone masts up, which feeds our addiction. So if each and every one of us gets savvy with all of this.
Yeah. Well, our neighbour you spoke to yesterday, he said he used to work for a company that...
No, he still does.
Does he still work for him? All right, okay. Well, he works for a company that puts up these... the masts, really.
Oh, sorry, yes, he used to, didn't he? But
yeah.
That's another story, but anyway.
Yeah, thank you. So he works for, he used to work for this company, and what they used to do is to put them inside the old chimneys, and then put a shroud on the chimney, so at a glance it just looks like the chimney's a little bit bigger, and then inside there was hidden these mobile phone masts. It's crazy.
Yeah, and he also spoke, I was telling him about the dangers and about us suffering with the ES and what have you. And he basically, I was mentioning about insects and birds, and that these frequencies actually, they kill birds.
Yeah.
You see, birds rely on Earth magnetic field for guidance, same with insects and what have you. And we evolved in this field. It's natural to us, okay? It's nothing to do with man-made radiation. This is totally foreign to us.
We evolved in the Earth's natural magnetic
Yes.
field, not the one we're bathed in right now.
Absolutely. It was
Clarify that.
Yeah, it was a very slow process over time. So obviously, you know, birds use it to their advantage. They can see like a pattern over the earth where they're supposed to go, navigate, what have you. But what this RF does, this human man-made microwave radiation does, it destroys that field for them. They get very, very, very confused. They don't know where they're going. And what it's doing is it's actually destroying the little insects as well, because they're getting fried. They can't cope with this. And it's nothing to do with bird flu or all this bollocks that you're told on the news. That's just to keep you thick.
Or the other one, great one from Gateshead Council, when asked where all the birds are gone, they flew away for the summer.
Yeah, if you believe that, you're silly. Don't believe what you're told on the news.
Yeah.
Don't believe what you're told in mainstream media, what have you. You know, don't even believe the industry-funded research. Look into the independent research, and there's thousands of studies.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a link to several of them, but please take your time. Study them, watch the videos before you even comment on this video.
Yeah.
You know,
If you're going to try and debunk us or just basically shout us down like a few people have tried to do, don't bother unless you've read all the or at least watched a few other videos from, like, what was her name, Erica
Mallory Blythe.
Yeah, watch some from her, or watch some Mark Steele, or some Sasha Stone, or anything like that. Watch some of that first, get more of an idea of what we're talking about.
Yeah, and definitely watch the straw man.
Because if you haven't done any of your own independent research and you're just going off the narrative that the BBC and the rest of them and the Daily Mail will force at you, then your argument's invalid.
Yeah. Like I say, I'm gonna put some comprehensive research studies, scientific.
Yeah, there'll be many links in the description for you to enjoy.
Yeah, but I think we're going to wrap this up. But we're feeling quite frazzled, so we might actually go for a little walk somewhere, just to chill out a bit. But yes, like, subscribe. Do you want to?
Yeah, as she said, subscribe to my channel, please. Our channel. Give us a thumbs up. Leave us a comment. I always get back to comments, and I love reading comments. So and take it easy, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, and there's also going to be more adventures on the bike to do this.
Oh yeah, the reason why I haven't posted in over a month, I'll say again, is when we put the tin foil up, we lost the neighbour's Wi-Fi, understandably, which is good, but and since then we bought broadband from the post office, got the cheapo one because I'm a cheapskate, and the upload speed is less than 1 megabyte. It's a half a megabyte a second, and it would take 3 hours to upload a 10-minute video. So on Monday we are getting their fibre broadband. Hopefully that will be a bit better. And we'll be able to upload some more videos. Well, I don't know why I just said that, because you're not going to see this video until we get that. So yeah, when you watch this video, you'll know we've got the faster internet.
Yeah. And he tells me that I'm repeating myself over and over again. I repeat myself because nobody listens to what I say originally, so I kind of put a reminder in. So anyway, he's going to have a drink now. So over and out. We love you all. Stay safe out there. Until next time. Hi all. Just wanted to do a PS after this advert. Did a bit of a little boo-boo. Got sidetracked. You know, on the summary, told you a story about one of our neighbours who mentioned that he used to install telephone masts on chimneys, and he used to wrap them in plastic and disguise them so people wouldn't know what they were doing. And I forgot to mention that he doesn't work there anymore, but he works in a garage. I can't disclose where. I don't even know myself. But he said the whole place is completely and utterly saturated in Wi-Fi, and he keeps seeing dead insects on the floor every day. And of course I was mentioning about dead insects, dead animals and what have you. Well, not dead animals, but dead insects. And he said, thank you. He said, that's basically answered my question. So this tech is absolutely horrendous. It causes a lot of problems, and it causes a lot of death in the creatures we supposedly say we love. Anyway, over and out.